Hey, I want you guys to know that Donkey Dan feels horrible about embarrassing you all in that video recently. And he's going to do whatever he can to never let that happen again. All right? It's okay, Danny. You know, a lot of the ladies want to freak out and give us guys a hard time about being guys. But ladies, what if things were the other way around? You had to think about that for a minute. What if things were the other way around whenever we could see the obvious signs of y'all being, can I just say hot and bothered? Is that politically correct? In today's world, it's hard to say what you can and can't say. But Dan's a good boy, and he just was a little bit embarrassed that Dad played that video for you all to see. You know, it's one thing when a video gets played on a channel that's full of kids who get a laugh out of stuff like that. And it's other things when you play that same video on a channel of a bunch of people between the ages of, well, for the most part, the majority are between 45 and 65 who do not get a kick out of stuff like that. And if you think about it, though, people between the age of 45 and 65 should get the biggest kick out of stuff like that. Yet, for some reason, people between the age of 45 and 65 seem to take the greatest offense to everything. And wait a minute, folks, between 45 and 65, you better be very careful, because is it not us who is so concerned about where the world is heading because of today's generation? Yet you're the ones who are freaking out about things you shouldn't be freaking out about. I'm just saying. Let me turn this camera around, because Dan is a little bit bashful. I'm not so bashful. Hey folks, Lester here. And listen to me. I want to talk to you today about demographics. It's about the people who follow this page in particular and our demographics. Except I'm going to talk to you today about things that Facebook and YouTube don't tell us. But I know about you. It's true. I know. I just know. You're probably concerned about things that Lester knows about you that you didn't think I knew. And you should be. It's quite concerning. Let me walk into the barn. I'm going to get out of the sun. I got my babies with me. We're out doing a little barn cleanup today, what's new, right? But I'm going to tell you something. I mentioned in that little demographic thing about folks between 45 and 65. It's really neat the way Facebook tells you who your audience is. You know, they are real quick to tell you who your audience is. And they do that so that people who make videos sort of have an idea of who you're making videos for. It tells us what states you're from, if you're from the United States. It also tells us what countries you're from if you're someone who watches from around the world. That's pretty neat, because that can kind of guide you in your video making efforts. It tells, obviously, male and female. I'm trying to think what else it tells us as far as relevant information. It tells us a lot. But I know something that they don't know. I know that, and I'm just going to say in general, in general, because this is not true for everybody. I get that. But in general, I know that every single one of you, listen to me, this is true. Facebook would never know this, neither would YouTube. But every single one of you, the only reason that you have found this page and you continue to stick around through the ups and downs of this page with all of the stuff going on in my head and in my world, with Jamie and Ellie and my dad and Jake, is because there's something that ties us together. It's true. There's something that ties all of us together in the fact that we are all survivors of something. Some of us make it more obvious. Some of us don't mind talking about things going on inside of our heads. But I'll tell you what, though. Every single one of us have had to overcome some kind of an obstacle, some kind of adversity, and we've persevered. We've shown fortitude in life when we need it the most. Wow, where are these words coming from? And so that's one thing I will say. I don't know your particular adversity, even though I appreciate the folks who comment. Hold on. So just ignore that. Sorry about that. No, but listen to me. I've said this in a couple of videos before. Can y'all just act like you never saw that? That's the problem with letting little goats play in the hay. That's gross. Anyway, all of us have overcome something in life. Of course, you know, you have the flood, and obviously we've all connected, most of us, through that video and through that ordeal of rebuilding my farm after, you know, pretty much everything was lost. So that's pretty neat. But, you know, there's other folks that come and they find refuge, or maybe an escape, if you will, in the page from something else they're a survivor of. I can't tell you how many people, and I'm not going to sit there and count, that would be weird, how many folks watch the page because it gives them an escape from something they're dealing with. I'm going to switch the camera around and do a little walkabout. I don't like videoing myself while I talk, especially when I'm a wreck like I am right now. I'm going to tell y'all some stuff, and I hope I don't hurt your feelings here. But I bet that a lot of you guys are here because you've been let down by somebody who you thought would be there for you when you needed them. Seriously. I bet you felt betrayed at some point by, I'm going to say, either a friend or a family member. Okay, I'll leave. But I bet you have been let down. And so, and the reason I know that is because I read it, y'all. I read it in the comments. I have read it so many times over and over and over. And it makes me feel, in a way, relieved to know that I'm not the only guy who's been let down by people who I thought would be there for me when I needed them the most. Oh, there's a lot more stuff, guys. Let me walk about a little bit and we'll go to some other stuff. I bet a lot of you guys come to this page for some emotional healing. Can I just say emotional healing? See, you're as sick as I am. You guys are as sick as I am, and you didn't even realize it. But I bet, I'm sitting on the floor with us, a squeaking noise you hear. I bet you've come here for some emotional healing. When you can't find that on your own, the animals, and maybe sitting here sharing a page with so many other folks who are like us, it gives you a little bit of strength to know that you're not alone, and that at times we all need some, I don't even know a better word choice than just emotional healing. Maybe you feel like you need love and you're not getting it. And you know that here, you are loved. Unconditionally, because we need it. We need it, and we don't get it enough, y'all. Seriously, we don't. I'm not trying to make us all feel sorry for ourselves. Don't feel sorry for yourself. I don't feel sorry for myself. But sometimes we need something that we're not getting from people around us, y'all. And we can say it's the animals, and the animals are an escape, but I feel like you know that when you come here, you're loved. And it's not just from the guy who's making the videos, but it's people that are also watching the videos that are going through things in life. It's kind of the same stuff that you're going through. Maybe not the exact same, but similar situations. I bet a lot of you guys, sorry, I'm going to the gate here. I bet a lot of you guys come here to laugh when you can't find stuff to laugh about. I'm not saying that in a mean way, but I bet a lot of you guys are coming over here to laugh. And I don't know how you, it's funny that y'all can laugh at me, but you know what? I'll take what I can get. If I can help you in some way, like get a good laugh. But I'm serious. It's hard to find things to laugh about sometimes, y'all. And the animals can give us that comic relief. And I think that we need that in the world that we live in. Seriously. I know I do. Hi, Ring Ring. Daddy loves you. Such a good boy. Oh my goodness, it's so hot. Well, this is the wrong place to go. Let's get out of the sun. You come here to laugh, y'all. How many of y'all are here because of a nagging, maybe a worrisome medical issue? And by watching these babies and watching even some of us have to overcome some of those medical obstacles, it helps you. It helps you know that you're not alone. And we're not alone here, are we? Oh no, I always got my pig Trudy here. Y'all try to ignore the sound of my brother's mowing his grass right now. I think a lot of you guys come here because you're trying to overcome, hey Dan, some kind of abuse you've gone through. And abuse comes in so many forms. Baby, I'm gonna walk through there real fast and take a peek at Billy. He's over in this corner messing with us. Abuse, y'all. It comes in so many forms. Emotional, physical, sexual, psychological. Man, you name it, y'all. There's so many abuses out there, and because I'm a teacher, I've dealt with every year. I'm seeing kids that are going through some kind of abuse or have gone through. And so I know it's a lot more common than what people probably want to talk about. But I know that you guys, hey, be sweet to her. Baby, go away and leave Billy alone. Billy has come over here to holler at Santiana. He loves her. But so does Tex. That's a great thumbnail right there. Oh, by the way, Pearl's back from band camp. I think she looks heavier already. I know a lot of us have overcome obstacles in our life. You know, let's just talk about natural disasters. I know the West Coast right now, y'all, I see in people's Facebook posts about the fires. And those things affect you. You got all these floods I've been reading about in England and just Europe in general, China. It's horrible. Some of the natural disasters that people have to overcome. And you need an escape. You watch the regular news, you deal with politics, and that stuff is stressful. Politics can stress you out. And on this page, you're not judged by anything. No one's ever going to judge you here. And you know that. And it's neat the way whenever someone jumps into the page, someone new, and starts trying to be judgmental, how fast they get shut down. And many times they leave. And that has created, if you will, our very own community, our judgment-free zone. I love that. Seriously, not many people have this kind of a page that they can be themselves and not be judged. Hey, Moo. Y'all ever noticed how tall this guy stands? Guys, he's taller than I am. I'm 6'1", and I'm having to reach up. I can't even look over his back. It's crazy. Crazy tall. There's a lot of stuff, y'all, that brings you all to this page. A lot of things that I know about you that you didn't know I knew. But, you know, maybe you did. Maybe. So, yeah, as much as we call this an animal page, an animal, you know, a forever home, a sanctuary, a rescue to some, it's the animals that glue us all together. But it's not what keep you coming back. I know that. I know that. Y'all give Donkey Dan a break. Especially you folks between 45 and 65. Come on, Lola! Lola! Come on, baby! How many of y'all come here because you, Lola! Come on, baby, I just poured some tea. Because you've been picked on, you've been bullied. There you go, sweet girl. How many of y'all have lost somebody you care about? A loved one. And so you come in to escape grief and heartbreak and heartache. But also, I just thought about that heartbreak. You lost a loved one. You divorced. You've lost someone you thought would be there with you forever. And now you find yourself going through life alone. See, we're not so different after all, folks. And like I said, even though these animals might be the glue that holds us all together and keeps bringing us back, we're a lot more alike than what a lot of people realize. Man, right here in my mind, what I'm trying to do right now is something really hard. I'm trying to remember stuff that I've read in comments, but I'm doing it while I'm on video, while I'm recording myself. Not to mention, I'm also looking at him in the screen, wondering what he's up to, and wonder why he's giving me these funny eyes. Trying to be serious, and I can't. If it's not a chicken or a goat, it's a horse doing something. But like I said, that right there is the glue. It's things like that, those little antics that kind of keep us hanging on until Lester can say something else stupid, or Paul can do something else to grab your attention, or Ellie can do something, or Jamie can say something, or lo and behold, Jake come over and do something off the wall. And so the animals are neat, but I don't think that they are the number one thing that bring us all together. Because I'm going to say this, and I don't know the exact numbers, but guys, I would bet that there are hundreds of thousands of animal pages. No, I'm not lying when I say this. Come on, everyone knows this. There are hundreds of thousands of pages that focus on animals. Either their hilarious antics or their amazing, some kind of amazing feature or whatever. There's TV channels, there's internet channels. There's channels everywhere of things that focus on animals. And so to have as many folks who follow along and love us the way you love us, and I only say that because of things that you write and things that you send, and the fact that you keep coming back for more, it's really neat, and it's heartwarming, and it's just a beautiful, I'll just call it a demographic, hi baby, that we are blessed to be a part of. This video's over. You guys fight on, all right? And I make no apologies. I make no apologies for the Donkey Dan video, because you know what? It is life. And a lot of people were trying to come to my defense saying, "Oh, it's just farm life. Y'all get over yourselves." Well, you know what? I can say that's just life. Get over yourselves. There was no men. How funny is it that there were no men that freaked out about that video? Not a man one. No, I looked at it. I read every comment. The thousands that I read, not a man one. There was not a man in any age group who got on there and shook his head and pointed his finger at me and saying, "How dare I?" Not a one. But I'll tell you what. Can I just say 500? Because that's kind of a rough estimate. That is nasty. I'll say 500. There were 500 ladies that was just shaking your heads at me. Could not believe the audacity, and why in the world would I ever post that? Well, you don't expect me to answer that, do you? Because I have no idea why I posted that, but I did, and it was funny, and I laugh about it today. I'm laughing about it right now. And as I walk out there in the pasture and say hi to Donkey Dan, and he is excited to see me, I'm just going to laugh every time. Every time. And y'all need to learn to laugh a little bit too. Anyway, y'all hang in there, all right?